Real estate commissions could be the next fee on the chopping block. From the article, a pair of class action lawsuits challenging real estate industry rules, including one that went to trial beginning this week, and continued pressure from U.S. antitrust officials are threatening to disrupt a compensation model that hasn't meaningfully changed in decades. Do you agree this is a better model for home buyers and sellers? Edit: I forgot to mention this is a recent WSJ article for the curious and source. Finally, I should be able to shop rates and realtors for the same reason. I'd pay more for equality on both ends of the spectrum. Cut commission to a reasonable percentage based on the actual work done. Technology made the entire process much easier, yet commission structure has not changed 80 years. There is no way any agent is doing the work to justify a 2-3 commission on every sale, especially the past 3 years when houses would go to contract in a few hours. I feel like this is posted every couple hours at this point. Maybe there should be a sticky on the topic? We just reposting this every day, eh? If this goes the way many real estate agent haters want, the free MLS data will disappear. Zillow's entire model is buyer agent led by. If that goes away, there will be no incentive for Zillow to exist just so a consumer can access every MLS in the USA. The market will become smaller, with brokerages only listing in their MLS. Do you think for an instant buyers agents and listing agents will just give it all away for free? You, as a realtor, do not deserve more money from me just because my house sold for more money than one you sold in a neighborhood down the road. You likely put in the same exact effort to sell both properties. Especially in the extremely hot market of the past 2-3 years, where simply listing a property for sale brought you a handful of potential buyers within a day. Highway robbery, if you ask me. I am very unimpressed by people who got rich selling real estate. It's about time. Flat fees and a personal choice to pick and choose additional services. A la carte. I think it's much ado about nothing. RealEstate recently implemented these changes. Sellers are asked how much they want to pay listing agents, buyer agents, dual agents, unrepresented buyers, etc., and they can put 0 and will soon require buyer agency agreements for all transactions. So far, basically nothing has changed. I think a slowing market has helped, as homes are not selling themselves so much anymore and sellers see value in offering compensation to buyer agents. We are going backwards. We used to not have buyer's agent just like the rest of the world, but then buyers sued and said they deserve representation too. So now we have this system where everyone is represented. But then the sellers are suing. The sellers really have no grounds here. They knew what they signed up for when they hired the agents. This case hurts everyone, including buyers and sellers. Buyers, because we are back to square one with no representation. Then you have the seller's house sitting on the market forever cause no buyer's agent to help bring you that buyer. There are some terrible hot takes on this issue. Most of the conversations I'm seeing have completely missed the point. Having said that, yes, the industry needs a huge rehab, including commission structure and a significant purification of the licensee population. 100. It's the best fee to get cut. They have price fixed the market, even as their expenses to market the property have fallen to next to nothing. Realtors are marketing themselves, buying out all competitors, forcing the use of the MLS to get any buyer traffic. It's as fixed as anything can get. Then, to add insult to expense, they refuse to work for your best interests only as a single agent, working for the transaction without true fiduciary to anyone. And buyers are being shown what's probably in the best interest of the agent. So a lower commission property is ignored. Teaching the sellers who runs the game. What a scam. Just because they want 6 doesn't mean anything. I've sold 40 houses and only paid 3 if they sell on their own or 5 if it's a split sale. Why should a seller pay for someone to negotiate against them? If a buyer sees value in engaging a pro to help them, then let them pay. Personally, following the advice of my buying agent would have recently left me $300,000 out of pocket. I'm not seeing any value add personally. Most agents have low IQ, poor deal-making skills, and an incentive plan that promotes bad outcomes for those that they purport to represent. In the end, all this really means is more paperwork and more disclosures. Fees have always been negotiable and will remain so. Discount brokerages and full-service brokerages will always coexist. There is a market for both. Many people talk big about wanting to save on the rates, but who would want to pay hourly for a realtor that doesn't work out? That's why it's on com. Now. Fair and square. The article states that in the rest of the world, commissions represent 1/2 of the sales price, compared to 5-6 in America. I'm a millennial who is selling his house. I joined the military a decade ago, where one of the biggest perks is the VA loan. I think I worked extremely hard to be a homeowner. I'm now selling, and it absolutely kills me that my realtor is walking away with more money than I made my first 2 years in the service. I tried selling with a cheaper agent that was out of town and we felt blacklisted. One agent told my realtor we would have more luck with a local agent. It feels like I am up against a mafia. The easiest transaction I ever had was buying my neighbor's house with no realtors getting in the way and lying. 6 in my city with an AVG price of $1 million is a lot to sell her home. Beautiful. Take commissions out of the housing market formula and ingrain it further by making it an illegal enterprise. It's a step in the right direction that the nearly non-existent middle class needs. Good. In what world is this not a better model? NAR is a racket. Any job that an unemployed housewife can pick up in 6 weeks should be replaced by AI. This is all to ease the corporations taking over and paying a pittance to workers who will give you bad service. I've never understood how such an obvious cartel has been allowed to operate for decades. Nonsense. Realtors refuse to work for less than 5. When house prices are $400K. That's just highway robbery. Especially when a you-do is handed over to the internet listing people and then wait for the house to sell. Attorneys can convey property. In California, a law license used to entitle you to a broker's license. The realtor lobby fixed that. Good. Arbitrarily taking 6 from me irregardless of house price. Effort to sell is just robbery. I still don't know why people use realtors. I always just used a lawyer and paid $600. But I also have friends to do the inspections and such. At this point, real estate agents are straight up parasitic. Unless you're just so fucking rich you can't be bothered if you do 2 hours of research and aren't an idiot, you can do a better job than your agent. Wish more people sold by owner. Look forward to AI taking away this industry ASAP. Who uses a realtor nowadays? For sale by owner. Pay $1,500 to a re-attorney for the paper pushing. And the buyer pays for the title insurance. You pass the attorney fee to the buyer as part of their closing costs. If the buyer has an agent, they pay for said service. Keep your equity. Edited added content. When realtor reparations. Realtors on suicide watch.